Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode. Dave Rodriguez here, one of the head trainers inside the Alliance community. Want to give a quick shout out, as always, to everyone watching the video today. We definitely appreciate the support. Make sure you guys mash that subscribe button and that like button for each video if you have not already. Now, if it's your first time watching, make sure you stay to the very end. We will be revealing today our free ebook, The Cryptocurrency Consumer Guide. That has all our best kept secrets and strategies, tons of facts, and some things you need to know to make some money in this market. So, without wasting any time, let's jump right in. To start today, we're going to start up at the top. I'm going to go over some of the crypto that I've been looking at, seeing some setups on. Let's take a look at Ethos. It's one of the crypto I've been looking at recently because it's broken the top. So as you can see, there's a top here. A lot of resistance here, here. Let me make this bigger for you. A lot of resistance here, here. Notice this is the daily, guys. So this is one candle, 2 candles, 3 candles, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get the point. Finally broke here. The daily stayed above, broke all of these highs. We were following an uptrend, following this pattern here, being squeezed. It broke out. The daily held above the highs, above this support, above this resistance, and it just became support. We're probably going to see a small retest here, unless this retest here holds, which I don't think it will. I think we'll see it fall into this area here. This is where you want to buy at if you're an Ethos fan. If you're looking for some day trades, that's what we're going to be talking about for the next 5 or 10 minutes. It all depends on Bitcoin. It all depends on where we think Bitcoin's going to go. But while Bitcoin is floating sideways, you guys want to get in the market and buy some of these either breakouts or retests, and look for, just keep it the stop loss tight and look for a small retest in this area for the next leg up. You notice how it hit the 100 and stopped. We've seen the cross here, 2 big green candles up to the upside. We're going to see some exhaustion here. We're going to see some people sell and take profit. We'll keep going down the list. Status. Don't mind this for right now. As you guys can see here, this first line here, it's a big resistance going way back. Okay, we've broken that resistance now. We've even hit the next resistance, which is here on the daily as well. So we've already hit that. We've started to retrace. Let's show you on a smaller chart what I think is going to happen here. Well, not what we think is going to happen, but what we did earlier today. Once it blasted off, retraced, it had a perfect pin bar reversal. If you guys don't know what a pin bar is, go look it up. It's this candle right here in the red box. Once we saw that, we buy at the 50% mark, which is a retracement here. We buy here, and we buy at the close. Okay, this is a very small trade, in and out. So we bought here, and then we bought here, and that's a 10% move. Doesn't look like a lot, but that's what you do in a day trade. You get in and you get out. Moving on down the line, as you can see, guys, real quick though, I mean, you can obviously see the setup. Here's resistance, broke it, retested, pinpoint. I mean, look at the black line of support. Now again, resistance, pin bar reversal, break to the upside, hit resistance, sell up here. You don't sell at the top. You sell before you want to get out, before the top actually. Syndicator. A lot of nice things on Syndicator that were showing up today. So obviously you can see it had a nice run up here. A lot of upside, a lot of wicks on both sides. Perfect 61.8 rejection, multiple candles on the 4-hour chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. Starting to make its way up, broke up and above the 20 MA, up and above everything else. All the MAs have crossed the 200, as you can see here. The 100 just crossed the 200. So that is a very nice sign that we're going to see some upside here, especially with the 61.8, the nice sideways rejection here, the huge run up, plus the retracement. Nice rejection here, holding above, looking to get above this area here before we blast off, and we'll meet back up top here. And we'll be looking at a trade of something like 20% in that area. We talked about this one the other day. We'll go back to the daily chart because it looks better. I told you guys this wasn't a buy signal, but this is what we look for in this market. We look for this bottom. The reason we say this is the bottom is not because it just bottomed out here, but if you go left, you can see this is an area of resistance. Pinpoint. There's another pin bar. Another pin bar here. So as you squeeze in, guys, notice here, as we squeezed in, we told you that in this area here, this was a buy because it would pop out of the top at some point. So anywhere in here you bought, you're 10% up, and it's not going to stop. I pretty much think this is the next target, which is probably another 10%. This could be a 20% trade in 2 to 3 days tops. And this is the bottom, guys. We've been talking about that a lot. That is another one that we found bottom on. If you look to the left even further, let's not do that. You see it's being squeezed inside this wedge. Once it hits this, it's going to pop up and out the outside. Even if you ride this from here to the top side of the wedge, you're looking at a 25% move. I fully see this could happen. I like this setup. We keep bouncing off this bottom area. You can even move it up a little bit. You know, this zone, you can move it up a little bit. We're bouncing off that area. So look for some topside and a breakout possibly, but it all depends on Bitcoin, guys. I'm just showing you some setups. I'm not telling you to take these trades. Another wedge is playing out nicely. OST Bitcoin. Inside this wedge being squeezed. Take this to the upside. You can have a very small bottom side stop loss. Again, it could be, you know, 20, 30% in here. You know, even if it got up to the MAs here, you get a nice return. Chainlink. The only reason I want to show you this is because this is another good example of breaking the downtrend, becoming an uptrend, breaking it here, rising, breaking the resistance, and becoming complete support, as you can see represented by this arrow. Became support, retested support, double bottom, and blasted off to the upside. These are the setups that we like. We see this move here, we take it. I mean, that's a 60% move, guys, in the last 10 days. Can't ask for much more than that. Data token, riding an uptrend. As you can see, as we pull it in here, it's been riding this uptrend nicely. It's not perfect, but we could see this maybe taking off to the upside. You see that just riding that trend and squeezing down inside. So nothing to look at here really, but I mean, I like to see it riding that uptrend and looking for that breakout for the big retest. Nothing to see there. Litecoin I know is a good one. Litecoin had a few things to talk about. One second here. So Litecoin is, you know, one of the majors. It's been, you know, holding an uptrend nicely, as you can see here. Let me make it bigger for you. Holding this uptrend here, 1.2.3 point is usually to make it a break it point. So this is the point where it's going to break downside. It hasn't really broken. It's held it very nicely. You can see a pin bar here. Held it very nicely in this little consolidation area here, as you can see. So I fully see this continuing to the upside, but this is to make it or break it point, the third touch. So it's got a 50% retracement that's held for about 5 days. And that's looking like it's going to keep holding, because once you see consolidation like this after a big run up and a big run down to a nice retracement zone, you'll see a nice pop to the upside. Even if we rode it to the top here, you're looking at a 13 to 15% move. So it all depends on Bitcoin. It hasn't moved much lately. I've been looking for upside. As I told you guys, everybody else is feeling kind of down and bearish about Bitcoin, and I want to go to the opposite of what they're doing. This is what I'm kind of seeing here. Let me make this a little smaller for you. As you guys can see, there's this wedge that's been playing out. 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be the 5th touch. As you also know, this looks like a teacup, but the teacup is also at the bottom is a head and shoulder, like an inverse head and shoulder. It's got like a two points like this. This is what a teacup looks like at the bottom. It's like an inverse head and shoulders. This is playing out just like a teacup, so I can fully see this breaking to the upside and moving back to the top side of the bigger wedge as a teacup, and that's another 10% move. If it breaks up to the outside, you keep riding it. We can keep going for the next wave, but I'm still bullish. I'm still looking for the upside here. I know we had a big fall over here when we were bullish. It came out of nowhere. It was a big dump. So I'm still bullish here. I don't think we're going to fall below. But again, if it breaks the neckline and it holds here, we're going to go bullish. If it breaks outside the wedge and holds there, we're going to go bearish. So let's wait for that move to happen. But in the meantime, look at these other setups that we have and make some decisions on what you want to do. You don't have to take everything. You just have to look at the setups and make it make sense to yourself. And once you do that, you take the trades and then you set your stop losses very tight in case Bitcoin decides to dump. So that's all that we have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. Those of you that are new, please go to the description down below and click that link. It's the bitcoinconsumerguide.com/YT. That'll give you all the information about the free ebook, Cryptocurrency Consumer Guide, as well as a free series by Cody Sperber himself. He's going to train you guys a little bit on the ins and outs of Bitcoin, his story, how he got in, how he fell in love with this game. There's a lot of free stuff that he's going to give away to you guys. He's giving this opportunity to all of us. So take advantage of it, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next breakdown.